Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, currently 12:20. A little bit of a late start, but I was watching the first half of the World Cup, which Ecuador is dominating. So unless they get paid at halftime, they're gonna lose the game, but I doubt it. Now, we're gonna dash to like about 7:30 or so. My Commanders play today, by the way. So, you know, put your left hands up. Who are we? The Commanders. Commanders. Speaking of football, that was a weird transition, my bad. We're going to 7-Eleven for our first order of the day, 6:25, 1.5 miles. Why not? We're almost there, 1 minute away. Let's go, guys. So I got to the 7-Eleven and they hadn't even seen my order. They were too busy watching the Qatar-Ecuador game. I can't blame the guys. There was not a single soul in the 7-Eleven, and they got it together pretty quick. It's some alcohol and then a couple of other things. And we ended up getting a Monster. Now, I wanted to get the Great Bang that Driving with Ty was talking about, but the only Bang flavor they had was Crazy Key Lime, which to me sounds like key lime pie, which doesn't sound like something I want to drink. So we just played it safe. I also looked for my Nitro, for my NOS Nitro Mango. Didn't have it. So, yeah. Now, it does have some alcohol. We're just going to scan the ID when we get there. No problem. We're 2 minutes away. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off. And funny, you know, the lady fell asleep. She fell asleep. I was calling her, texting her. I put, you know, can't hand to the customer or whatever. And the timer was going down. And then she, like, comes rushing to the door. You can tell she just rolled out of bed. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about the order. I placed it last night for today. First of all, didn't know you could do that with, like, 7-Eleven orders, but I guess you can. So she placed it ahead of time. And she just forgot. So that's kind of funny. But now here we are going to Noodles & Company, our next order, 7:25, 3.5 miles. Let's go. Okay, guys, whew, it's been a while. I just forgot to record after I dropped that off. The order from Noodles & Company. Right now we're sitting at $17.19, I think. And it's been incredibly slow. Like, I mean, I'm not even getting offers at all. So when this one came along, I'm like, you know what? It's not a terrible order. I'm already here parked in front of both merchants. So I said, why not? From the corner bakery and the Cheesecake Factory, I think it's paying $19, going like 8.9 miles maybe. Both orders were ready, so now we're back in a Dashmobile. Hey, right now the Commanders are up. I mean, I think we got a pick six on the Texans. I mean, I'm expecting us to beat them, to be honest, because they're not very good, but still. It's always nice to know they're winning. Anyways, let me get this dropped off, and we'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys, we got the orders dropped off. It actually went up a little bit from $19 to $21.25. Basically just shy of $40. Not having the greatest start, but you know, I started late. It's not really super busy. Didn't even know there was peak pay. And you know what's funny? DoorDash is sneaky. They're smart. Look at that. The peak pay ends at $2.40. You know what's right after $2.40? The Macy's drop. Although sometimes it kind of slip up a little bit. And I forgot what day there was a peak pay, but it also included all the Macy's orders. So you know, imagine if they had a $3 peak pay during the Macy's orders. Woof, that would be awesome, right? I would love that. Getting an extra $3 per order, man, that would be awesome. Anyways, we're making our way back here towards Tyson's 2, and we should see you guys either in the next order or around Macy's time. Let's go. Okay, guys, so as you see, we're in the parking garage because there's absolutely no parking here in Tyson's. They even have parking people now. And I asked this girl how much they're paying her to stay in the cold, basically. It's freezing. It's like in the 30s. She says she's getting paid $15 an hour. $15 an hour to stand in the cold? Yeah, you have to pay me a little bit more for me to do that. Just right there, waving hi. But anyways, so we made it back after the last orders from Cheesecake and the corner bakery. Found a parking spot, and I was just waiting. I was just waiting for the Macy's drop. Watching the football games, NFL Red Zone, and then the time came to walk to Macy's and just kind of wait for the orders. Now I did have, you know, lots of options today, I guess, but the first two that came my way, no pain. I think one was paying like $30 something. They were almost paying like 40, but one was going to Maryland. We don't, yeah, for 40 bucks, they're not gonna go to Maryland. And this one came along here, and Pete actually got it first, and we were debating back and forth if it was a good order. It's just a lot of stops. It's 9 stops for $68. And it could go up, I guess, in theory, but like yesterday I did 9 stops for the $94. You know what I mean? Although this one, the miles are pretty low. It's like 23 miles, and it's all here in Virginia. So he declined it. I mean, he ended up taking like a $32 one with like, I think 10 or 12 miles going down into Springfield. I think that works for him because he has Spark down there. But yeah, so then the order came to me, and then I thought about it. I'm like, man, I feel like if I decline this one, I'm probably not gonna get another one. I had already declined 2 other Macy's orders, and the miles were low. I'm like, the miles are low. We don't have to go to Maryland or DC. Why not? You know, so we went in there, and now the Macy's lines, like the customer service lines, whew, they're starting to get long. You know, so luckily, didn't do a whole lot of waiting. Although the girl that I had, she was new. She was doing them one at a time. So that added a little extra time. But it's all good. Now we're back on the road. This will put us over, over $100, which is always nice. If we can make 150 today, I'll take it. I mean, it's pretty much a slow day. You know, before the Macy's drop, I mean, I got online around what, like 12 o'clock-ish, and I barely made almost $40, and that's taking a pretty decent stack that I normally probably wouldn't see. So if we can just do 150 today, I'm happy with that. We had a late start, watched some of the World Cup, watching some of the Commanders game. Not a bad way to make a little bit of money while doing other things. So yeah, anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, we're here in Arlington, Virginia. It is super windy. We have 2 more deliveries left. Just wanted to give you some Arlington views. Views on views. Oh, we got a dash movie right there. I begin to we got all the orders dropped off. We're almost back here in Tyson's, and it went up from $68 to $78. Right now there's a $4.50 peak pay here in Tyson's. You guys already know how I feel about this peak pay, but you know, we're gonna hopefully it'll work to our advantage. Although it's only gonna last till 5:30. Then after that, it should in theory drop down to another type of peak pay, but that's okay. We're over $100. The Commanders won, the Giants lost. And all I'm hearing is excuses from your boy Levi, which is so funny. Cannot wait to play them. So when we beat them back to back, someone get the broom out. Get the broom out for these Giants. They were the worst 7-2 team. I guess now 7-3 team. Cannot wait. Although I wish the Colts would have beat the Eagles. That would have been better. And hopefully the Vikings can beat the Cowboys. But overall, having a pretty good Sunday. And on top of that, my fantasy team is winning against Levi also. Even better, even better. If you guys are new to the channel, don't know who Levi is, check out his channel. He does mainly Spark content, although he throws a little bit of Uber Eats and stuff, maybe some DoorDash. But if you guys have Spark, check out his channel. Link in the description, and also maybe put a comment like sorry about your loss, and then put like a little Giants, hashtag or something. That'd be funny. But anyways, we're making our way back here to Tyson's. Hopefully we can get as close as possible to 150, if not surpass it. Again, because of the peak pay, you know, we really can't be declining a whole lot. So right now my minimum requirement is 10. Wait, is it 450? Hold on, let me look at the peak pay again. Hold on. Yes, I believe it's 1075, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1075. But yeah, we're already back in the zone here. We haven't gotten anything. And we'll see you guys on the next one. So I picked up this order right here. Well, first of all, I accepted it. It was showing $13. The miles are pretty low. Now it does have the $4.50 peak pay attached to it and whatnot. Now, when it said BJ's Vienna, which I thought was kind of weird because this is in Tyson's, technically not Vienna. But when I got there, they were like, oh, you're with Uber, right? And I'm like, no, I'm with DoorDash. And they were like, oh, okay, cool. We just didn't know who was gonna get the order. We just hit dispatch in our system, and then it said there'll be a driver coming your way, but it didn't say from who. So I thought that was interesting. So this is, I guess, like a native delivery from BJ's themselves. Cool. Now the food was ready. It did not ask me to take a photo of my bag. And I don't even know how much it is, to be honest, but I think it's supposed to be, well, just about the looks of it, it looks like it's over $100 worth of food, because it's a lot of food. Oh yeah, there it is, 145. Now it shows up. When I looked at it the first time, it didn't show up. $145 worth of food here. And then after we finish this order, I wonder what the peak pay will look like then, because I know they're gonna throw another one on there. So we'll see what happens. But this is not a bad way to start the bottom half of my shift. It is 5:28, so we got basically 2 hours left. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off, and it was a banger, almost $30. Not a bad way here to start the dinner shift. And I checked the peak pay. Now it's down from $450 to $250, meaning my minimum threshold goes down to $875. The first order that I got after that was $725. Now, if you're a new driver, or maybe you don't know there's peak pay going on, you're gonna jump on that $725. You know what I mean? So we declined. Now, hopefully, I'm not sitting and waiting for, you know, a long periods of time, but it's cool. I mean, if I know there's a $250 peak pay, I'm not gonna take a $725 order. I'm just not, you know. The time is 5:40, and we're making our way here towards Tyson's 2. We'll see you guys on the next one. Hey guys, we just picked up our next order here from PF Chang's, $875, meaning it's really $625. We jumped onto the food, was not ready. Did a little bit of waiting, but that's okay. We're 7 minutes away. Only 2.1 miles. The time is 6 o'clock. So we're at least gonna be over 150 for sure. I think for the entire dash, we should be able to, at least in theory. I think we might already be, to be honest. I've ended my dash multiple times. I'm not entirely sure where we're at, but whatever's on the screen is correct. So anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one. Okay guys, so we got the order dropped off. Then we were back here in Tyson's 2, and after declining like 3 or 4 bad orders, even with the stack they were bad, we got this one here from PF Chang's, $875, but 11 items, 1.5 miles, and it asked for a photo of my catering bag. So absolutely we took that. This should be a banger, and I'm hoping the food is ready, but I don't know. I think this could be the last order of the night, simply because the orders are coming like far and few in between. As you can see, the escalator still sounds like it's dying, so that's kind of annoying. But anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, we are finally back in the Dashmobile. Waited 32 minutes, as long as I've waited in a restaurant in a very long time. 32 minutes. My pickup time was a 6:37, and when I got here, it was like 6:35, maybe, something like that. It's 7:05. Yeah, 7:05. I'm telling you, this PF Chang's is terrible. If this order wasn't going a mile down the road, it doesn't have all this banger vibes, because I think it's gonna be a banger. Now I did message the customer, which I almost never do because I never have to, but I was like, hey, just so you know, I'm still waiting for your order. They're super backed up. And I think I took a video, and that video was like, I was already 10 minutes in. There were like 3 other dashers, a normal customer that was waiting for a takeout order. It was insane. And again, I feel bad for that takeout girl, because they basically throw her out there to basically calm everyone, and the manager, he's just in the back. Like, this guy has no balls, for lack of a better term. You know, he could just come on and say, hey, we're working on the orders, we're backed up, this and that. Instead, he doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything at all, which is insane. It's gotta be the worst managed place out there. And I think it would suck to work there, to be honest. Like, when you work somewhere and the work environment is trash because the managers are trash, that's basically what it would be like, I think. And I would love to blacklist PF Chang's, but they get good orders. So I'd be shooting myself in the foot by doing that. So of course, if the order makes sense, we're definitely gonna take it. But this is possibly the last order, maybe. I mean, we're gonna be there in 4 minutes, so it's not like it's far away or anything. But the time, it's already 7:10. We can only really dash at like 7:30. So we'll see. Hopefully it pays off. Hopefully it's a banger. But I'm pretty confident that this could put us close to 175, maybe, perhaps, if it's a banger. We'll see what happens. But again, that PF Chang's, man, comment down below if you have a restaurant like that. Like, you know they're trash, they're slow, but you know, they still give out good orders. And unfortunately, that's the situation that I'm in. But I've never had to wait this long. I think if I didn't know, well, I mean, I don't know still, but it's a hunch, a gut feeling. Okay, it asks for the photo of the catering bag, 11 items from PF Chang's, low mileage. I feel like it has everything that I think makes up a you know, like a banger order. So we'll see what happens. But if this had been a normal order, I would have assigned like forever. I would have walked in and would have walked right out. And multiple Dashers did that, and I don't blame them. You know, we got guys that walk in with 2 phones and picking up an Uber, picking up a DoorDash, and the one is ready, one isn't, you know, so it's insane. But anyways, we'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off, and luckily it was worth it. Had a $32 payout, so it was a banger. Let's go. Today's been a pretty chill Sunday, and we still managed to make almost $200. Shout out to Macy's. But even then, even without Macy's, I would just do what I normally do. Take decent offers that make sense to me. And we're going to finish the day here at $187.08. We're out of time. We're out of time. But we've had a really solid week this week. Let me look at my numbers here real quick. Yeah, so for the entire week here, we're sitting at $1,313.23. Now, we did put in some hours, though. So we were online for 51 hours. Of those hours, we were active 34 hours. Average of $25 an hour. We drove a little under 600 miles. And of those, 427 were on a delivery. So $229 a mile, pretty good. Now we completed 106 orders, declining 559 garbage orders. Now for the entire month, let's see where we're sitting at. We're sitting at, whew, that's a lot of declines. 1,784 declines, which is, wow, that's a lot. And completing almost 250 orders. We're sitting at $3,340 with 3 cents. So we basically need a little under $1,700 more dollars, and we got basically a week and a half. I think we can do it. I think we're gonna need some solid days for sure. I'm gonna see if I can dash on Mondays maybe, on the next 2 Mondays to kind of make up for that, since we are gonna lose a day for Thanksgiving. But you know, I'm not gonna. You know what? I don't want to say that I'm not. I think I'm gonna ask him if Macy's open for Thanksgiving. I want to say they do. If Macy's is open, I might just go just for the Macy's drop, and that's it. There's so many merchants that are not gonna be open, and it's not gonna be worth it just for food delivery, in my opinion, in my market. But I think the Macy's orders should be nice. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's the dash. That's the week. Thank you guys for coming along in today's dash. It's been a week. I think I'm putting a lot of hours this week compared to other weeks. Well, I think most weeks I work at least 40, but this week I feel like I went a little bit harder with the breakfast, and they paid off. I mean, those Panera breakfast orders, bangers. So we'll see how next week treats us, and we'll see you guys back on the road. Stay safe. Peace. Oh, and by the way, put your left hands up. Who are we? The Commanders. Oh, by the way, the Vikings just got crushed by the Cowboys. The Vikings defense was looking like the Giants defense. And the Vikings played the Giants. I'm sorry, not the Vikings. The Cowboys played the Giants on Thanksgiving Day. I don't know. I think if the Giants play like they played today, they're going to lose again. We shall see how that goes. Stay safe. Peace.
Had the whole crowd screaming out, "We want Dallas!" Those haters can't stand us. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we?